Hi guys, it's just Anna, and 2014 has left the building. Happy New Year everybody, I hope you had a wonderful night. I hope 2015 is a wonderful year for you, but I'm here today to talk to you about 2014 because I want to show you guys some of the books that I love to read in 2014. Not that came out in 2014, but like the books that I read in 2014 that I enjoyed. So here we go. The first book is Follow My Leader by James B. Garfield. I read this around summertime and I absolutely loved it. I enjoyed it. I read this when I was in elementary school and I read it again this year and I just absolutely adored it. That shows you a different side of life that we don't appreciate that much, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars and I recommend this to anyone. The next book is Mockingjay by Susan Collins. I read this because I wanted to catch up for the movie. I wanted to reread it for the movie and I'm so glad I did. I enjoyed it so much the second time around and I couldn't get enough. The ending was perfect for me. I know a lot of people were very hesitant about the ending. I absolutely loved it and enjoyed it. I cried, I wallowed, I couldn't get enough of it, and I gave this, I think I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I have my book review on this and I'll link it down below so you can check that out. My next favorite is Lamarca Guerrero by Rowan Oliver, The Warrior's Mark. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars and honestly, I love this book so much. It fulfilled my Scottish needs. This book helped me a lot to continue being obsessed with Scotland. I just love kilts and love Scottish men and Scottish accents and just Scotland in general, and this book helped me so much fulfill that. And I also have a review on this, but it's in Spanish and I'll link that down below as well. My next favorite is Across the Universe by Beth Revis. I read this year and I absolutely loved it. I enjoyed it so much. I'm not really into science fiction and this book really turned my perspective. I enjoyed it so much. Even if there was just a little hint of romance, I actually enjoyed it because, you know me, I can't read a book without romance. But this book really changed that and I loved it so much, and I think I gave this a 4 to 5 stars on Goodreads. And I also have a review on this and I'll link that down below. My next favorite is one I read at the beginning of the year in January of 2014, and that is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I read this for the movie that was coming out in summer or May. I don't remember when it came out, but I read this for the movie and I fell in love. I am now part of the fandom. I cried so much and I'm still not over it. Every time I see a quote or something that relates to the book, I just get teary and I just can't get enough. Augustus and Hazel and everything, it's a metaphor. My next favorite is City of Glass from the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. This is my favorite book out of the series so far. I'm on the 6th book and this one was, it could have ended here and I would have been so happy with it. It was absolutely perfect. It had everything I needed and every little thing added. I think I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars and I have a book review on it that I'll link down below as well. My next favorite is Where She Went by Gail Forman, which is the second one after If I Stay by Gail Forman. And Where She Went, I loved it so much more than the first one. I love the first one too. The second one was absolutely magic for me. All the flashbacks and everything that was included was pure magic, and I thought Gail Forman did an excellent job of portraying a teenager's life in that sense, if you understand me. How she makes everyone see that fame isn't always good. Romance is always gonna affect certain things in their lives, and I just thought it was beautifully made and I loved it and enjoyed it so much, and I hope they make a second movie. My next favorite is one I am actually reading right now. I haven't finished it, but I already know it's my favorite. I'm almost done with it, and it is Eleanor in Park by Rainbow Rowell. I literally cannot stop smiling while reading this. I smile, my cheeks start to hurt from smiling so much, and it's incredible what a book can actually do to you. I just find it, just the cuteness of the book makes everything worthwhile, and I applaud Rainbow Rowell for that because that's beautifully done. And It's a 5 out of 5 stars for me so far. I haven't finished it, but I already know it's my favorite book, one of my favorite books of this year. And my last but not least, is my ultimate favorite of 2014. This is my favorite book of the year, and I'm so glad I read it because I wasn't planning on reading it ever, and I'm so grateful to have picked it up. And it's The Host by Stephanie Meyer. I love this book so much. I connected with every single character. Wanderer is my girl. She could be my best friend. I would not mind that at all. She's so awesome, and oh, I love the movie so much, and I really enjoyed it. And I think Stephanie Meyer did an amazing job at creating each character very differently, so we can actually see how they connect and how they're different in sort of ways. So I thought this was perfect because it had science fiction, romance, adventure, action. It had like all the genres in one book, and I absolutely enjoyed it. I enjoyed the romance, I enjoyed the adventure, the action, the sci-fi. I thought it was unbelievably awesome, and I don't know how she imagined this world, but I thought her creativity is insane, and I applaud her so much for this book, and I just love this cover. And it's a huge book, so it took me a while, and I don't regret it at all. It was an amazing journey and ride to go on, so I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars, and it is my ultimate favorite book of 2014. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like to see what were my favorite books of 2014 that didn't come out in 2014, but my favorite books that I read in 2014. I would love to know what your favorite books were, so comment below and tell me all of the books that you love to read this year, or if you made a video, send it to me. I would love to watch it. I'll see you next time. Bye!